from the right and move it to the left. Dr. Van.
It's graduation time across Vancouver, and one high school hits a special milestone. The surprise message seniors got on the morning of graduation. Plus, being a student is hard enough. Imagine trying to do it in a foreign language. We check in with the Chinese immersion speakers at one local elementary school. And
are you excited to read that?
Yeah.
the event that sends kids off to summer break ready to keep learning. Welcome to Inside Vancouver Public Schools. I'm Nick Voll. Every high school graduation is a milestone. That's true for the students who are moving on, parents who are letting go, and staff members who proudly graduate another class. This year at Columbia River High School, there's yet another milestone, half a century in the making.
Number 10, please don't do anything stupid.
That's good advice for anybody, but it's meant for seniors at Columbia River High School on the morning of their graduation.
Number 9, talk with your parents.
These students, enjoying a final breakfast together, are the 50th class to graduate from River.
Graduating is a big, important thing in itself, but being a part of the 50th anniversary of something is really just a special moment.
Number 8, be proud but humble that you're an American.
That's wisdom earned through experience by retired Brigadier General George Canellos. This is his senior yearbook from 1965, when he was part of the very first graduating class at River.
Number 7, be civil.
Brigadier General Canellos, very civilly, wrote a letter to today's graduates with 10 timeless pieces of advice.
How much of an impact that Columbia River High School had on that graduate to 50 years later send that back and give advice to our students is really special.
Number 6, persistence matters.
The yearbook pictures are in black and white, and the hairdos are a bit old-fashioned, but seniors in 1965 aren't that different from graduating students of today.
Number 5, dream big, but let the right people know.
Like 50 years ago, these seniors are facing the future.
Number 4, always be prepared to lead.
That preparation includes college, careers, or like Brigadier General Canellos, the military.
So number 3, character counts.
These characters are also reflecting on their place in history at River.
It's really cool to think that you're now part of that legacy, and like you will be remembered as being part of the 50th graduating class.
Number 2, take care of each other.
For Abby Bennett, graduating from River is a family tradition.
It feels really good knowing that both my mom and dad graduated just like within those 50 years, and just like so many people have done that, and to be a part of the school that's had such a long-lasting tradition is just a really cool thing to be a part of.
Number 1, enjoy the adventure.
No matter what adventure these new graduates will find next, they feel like they've left Columbia River High School better off than when they found it.
Time will tell, but I think we've truly worked hard and set the expectations for the next coming future years and the 100th anniversary.
Congrats to all the district's graduating seniors, and good luck in the next part of your lives. Graduations from each school are now available on Comcast Channel 328. Most of the graduation broadcasts were produced by individual schools' video production programs. Families can also purchase copies of the videos from TV, etc. To see the broadcast schedule or order your copy, go to esd112.org/TV, etc. It isn't just Columbia River celebrating 50 years. Jason Lee Middle School greeted alumni and past employees in a special event commemorating its 50th birthday. The theme of the event was Find Your Greatness. Attendees reminisced about their time at Jason Lee and enjoyed student performances. Among the honored guests was Bud McDonald, an original staff member back in 1965. Skyview High School found a creative and captivating way to honor its students with a giant art installation. Students posed for a collection of portraits, which was then hung on the south side of the building facing the street. This was part of the Inside Out series, an international art project that encourages outdoor installations. The Skyview plan started to take shape more than a year ago.
I know at the first, just even thinking about it, it was just one of those conversations that you would have and say, yeah, we should do it, but then it actually really doesn't happen, but then now it's up there.
It was extremely gratifying. Everybody else kind of let it out in small bursts, but I sort of waited until the very end when everything was finally done to just start bawling my eyes out, because it was everything that we hoped for.
Student leaders selected classmates of all stripes from sophomores through seniors. Then each subject posed for dozens of photos, and the editors had to pick a single shot that best captured that person's spirit.
For me, my photo is me laughing because I laugh and I make funny faces, and so many people like have these silly faces or they have really serious faces, and we tried to portray that character the best that we could.
The Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools provided a grant to pay for biodegradable paper for the photos to be printed on. Vancouver Public Schools holds a special banquet for the district's graduating athletes, but it had less to do with sports than it did with life. Every senior athlete in the district was invited to Beyond the Game, a dinner with mentors at Hudson's Bay High School. Students from each of the 4 high schools in the district that compete in sports attended. Dat Voll, a senior tennis player from Hudson's Bay, came to see what's next now that his sports career is done.
Give me advice on life and how to transition my what I learned from high school sports into careers.
And that was the point. Since most athletes won't be professionals, organizers and volunteers hope to inspire kids to see how the skills they've spent a lifetime building can continue to help them.
It's not about the wins and losses anymore. This is some time to reflect on those experiences, draw from them, and really give students tools to go forward and be successful.
The roster of speakers included former college athletes and coaches. You can hear their speeches in a special produced by the Hudson's Bay Video Production Department. It's available on Comcast Channel 328. Just go to the address on your screen, www.esd112.org/TV, etc., to find the schedule. Language immersion is gaining traction as one of the best ways to prepare children for the future. And as Amanda Richter reports, Franklin Elementary School is ahead of the curve.
In 2009, it was pretty groundbreaking to see this at Franklin Elementary School. The Mandarin Immersion program was brand new then. Flash forward to 2015, and these kinds of scenes are commonplace in the school's 6 immersion classrooms.
Well, we get to learn a different language, and we also learn how to write it, how to say it, and how to read it, and actually understand what other people are saying.
There are benefits to the immersion model, which begins with an emphasis on Mandarin instruction and gradually becomes 50% Mandarin and 50% English.
When you immerse a child in a second language from the time they're 5 years of age, the research, and our research is supporting this, shows that these kids excel, not only in the second language acquisition, but in all areas of instruction.
Once I get home, my mom asks me how I was learning Chinese, and it's good, so I just tell her a few words in Chinese. So now I can teach her instead of my teacher teaching me.
It hasn't been easy for the students, who hail from a variety of backgrounds, to adapt to a foreign language environment.
The only word I knew was hello. Starting a new language, it's just difficult.
Expanding the program the past 6 years, from kindergarten to 5th grade, hasn't been easy either. Finding the right curriculum, choosing instructional materials, and hiring the right teaching staff all present obstacles.
Fortunately, we have been able to do that, and year after year we've been able to find very high quality teaching candidates who meet all of the state requirements for the state of Washington, and each year we build on our materials.
But ultimately, the challenges have valuable results.
So I think this is a really great opportunity for kids to have a second language, and they have different opportunities in the future if they want to choose.
And over the years, as the Mandarin Immersion program has grown larger than the non-immersion student population, the school has learned how to embrace its differences. Now, all teachers work together in professional learning communities, and the entire school celebrates things such as Chinese New Year.
Diversity is alive and well here, and we love that.
As the very first Mandarin Immersion class prepares to enter Jason Lee Middle School next year, the evolution of the program is an accomplishment that brings pride to students, families, and the staff. It's also a milestone for retiring Principal Dilly.
It is very inspirational. It's incredible. And as I go into retirement, the end of June, I'm feeling like this was probably the largest accomplishment in my entire career of 33 years in education.
Inside Vancouver Public Schools, I'm Amanda Richter.
Thanks, Amanda. Vancouver buses are now more prepared for medical emergencies, thanks to a donation of more than $16,000. The QuinnDriscoll Foundation handed over a giant check, literally and figuratively, to the school district to pay for automated external defibrillators. The devices are used to restart people's hearts when they've gone into cardiac arrest. Some buses and all security vehicles will now be outfitted with AEDs, which can save lives.
We would always call 911 and they respond really quickly, but the difference between 30 seconds and 3 minutes is a huge difference in survival.
It's really important what Vancouver Public Schools is doing, really protecting the greatest asset that we have is our kids.
The Driscoll family started the foundation several years ago when their son Quinn passed away during a PE class. He had an undiagnosed heart condition. You can learn more about the QuinnDriscoll Foundation at that address on your screen, QuinnDriscollFoundation.org. Summer vacation is here, and one of the biggest concerns for teachers and parents is keeping kids' brains active the whole time. To encourage reading all summer long, Minnehaha Elementary invited the whole school to a big party. Tara Cox crashed it and filed this report.
Getting kids to read over the summer is always a big challenge. So how do you do it? Here at Minnehaha, they combine books with camping, and they have an endless supply of s'mores.
It's camp out with a good book.
As families enter Minnehaha, they head downstairs to find tables full of books. Are you here to pick out some great books? Mm-hmm. What kind of book did you pick out? Oh, he's got a little piggy on there. After kids make their pick, they have a lot of options, including read-alouds with staff members.
That's the deal. That's the rule.
Art projects, and just some good old-fashioned page-turning. They and their parents know how important it is to always be reading. Why do you guys think it's important to read and to practice reading over the summer?
Because when you're in high school, if you keep practicing, you might be better than most of the people.
Knowledge is power, and continuing to read is just always going to make them smarter and continue to grow.
Teachers often say they have to refresh some students' reading skills in the fall because those children haven't picked up a book in 2 months and have fallen behind. The Camp Out event drives home to kids that learning doesn't have to stop just because you're on vacation. Why do you guys think it's important to read now and then over the summer too?
Because so you won't lose your reading and so that you won't lose your reading abilities.
Yep.
So that you can become more academic.
Parents I spoke to were glad for the help. What do you think is the importance of having an event like this for reading and getting them ready for summertime?
I think it encourages them to read and hopefully keeps them reading throughout the summer.
And it turns out, keeping them reading doesn't have to be hard and may even be a ton of fun. What are a couple of tips for kids for keeping up their reading skills over the summer?
Just find something that you love and read it. Anything counts.
The camping trip is over, but the reading is going to continue all summer long. And we have our s'mores. You guys have yours?
Yes.
Inside Vancouver Public Schools, I'm Tara Cox.
Thanks, Tara. To get your child reading this summer, check out the Fort Vancouver Regional Library's website, which is on your screen. That's fvrl.org. Their summer reading program is easy and fun. And if you're looking for other summer activities, the Jim Parsley Community Center has you covered. Swim in the pool, climb on the rock wall, or take part in a summer camp. Kids can learn to cook, keep their reading skills and math skills sharp, and a whole lot more. To sign up for a summer program, just head to jpcc.vansd.org. This is the last episode of the 2014-15 school year. We'll have a year in review show coming out later this summer, but before we go, we want to thank all of the people who make our show possible. To all of the Vancouver Public School employees and parents out there who send us great stories all year long, thank you. And thanks to you all for watching. Until next time, I'm Voll.